we are live with me testing some new things with the camera. That's interesting. Oh, thank you all who are joining us, going to be joining us, or watching the VOD. Let me know how the music is, if it's too soft or too loud. Same with myself. We have Brandon the Anime Guy. Happy birthday. Thank you. It's not really a happy birthday today. Nobody's here. Happy B-Day. Kai Sensei Sama. Just want to say happy birthday. Oh, today's not a happy birthday. Really, the past 2 days, since yesterday morning, has just been hell. As some of you may or may not know. Who is trying to message me right now? Brandon the Anime Guy, it's you. I saw your message. I already planned to do the stream since last week of this birthday stream. But it was gonna be more of a let's grift on whatever I'm doing type of birthday stream. You know, that type of crap. But that's not what's gonna happen now. For today's tea, we have Dragon Balls. Could you give me a rundown of the man we're remembering? I'm not sure if you're serious, Mr. Nobody's here. Akira Toriyama, the maker of Dragon Ball, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, all of that stuff. Do you actually not know him? I mean, right now it's the most united global front of modding that I have ever seen. You haven't seen those. It is all over the internets and then some. It wasn't like this when Queen died, the Pope when he died, and when he's going to die. There's nobody on the planet right now I can imagine who would have had this effect on their sudden and untimely passing away. It's extremely disheartening because this man single-handedly he changed the fate of media itself in a way nobody has been able to come close since Lord of the Rings and J.R. Tolkien. He is that incredible of the stuff that he did. As sad as I am that he's gone, I see it more of a celebration of the life of a man who literally created the modern battle shonen. He changed the world, and we got to see a modern-day historical artist. The worst part about this is that we can't even bring him back with the Dragon Balls because he died in a natural way. Yeah, well, it depends. With the way I looked up his cause of death, I mean, specifically, like, they said he died because of this, and I looked up what this was, the acute, I can't even remember its name. And the most common way you get it is you take a really bad blow to the head, and your brain just kind of swells up with blood. So I don't know if that's what happened or something else. But I'm not going to poke around to figure it out. Now I got my cats fighting on the table. Hey. There we go. But like I said, I'm not going to be digging around to find out. I'll just respect the wishes of the family and hope everybody else does too. It is not an exaggeration to say the man changed the course of my entire life. And the things that I love now would not have been possible without him. I mean, my love for Asian culture can be traced all the way back to him. And we'll watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, got me interested into martial arts. You know, I saw in the translations they would talk about him using ki, and or not him, but the character using ki and whatnot. I looked it up. Oh, Japan actually has a actual Musashi. Quiet! Holy shit, only when I'm fucking screaming. Only when I am fucking screaming, these cats decide to act up. It's kind of ridiculous. RIP Toriyama, yeah. Is this gonna show up on the thing? No, it's not. So yeah, so Akira was a whole thing that got me interested into Japanese culture. I began to dig more into that, which also shaped my love for martial arts even more. Then it was just the culture itself, away from the martial arts, away from the anime. Even nowadays, I own the anime-themed tea store, but in terms of what I like of the East, anime is relatively lower than the other things I like. But those other things are not anime, so I'm not going to talk about them, so that is what it is. Yeah, 68 years old, no one saw that coming. And it makes me wonder what is going to happen with Dragon Ball going forward. I pulled up some articles from 2022 where they would talk what he was saying, that he was begun the process of transferring ownership of the property of Dragon Ball to his son. Hello, Brandon, I see you again. And so I'm wondering what happened with that, because I did not find anything that said, hey, it officially happened. I'm sure I would have heard about it in one way or another. If it's in the process, I hope they actually complete that. If Toei Animation or what's the other name? Shueisha or something? Link to the story. Do I still have it up? No, I don't. Let's see. Sasuke Toriyama. Where's the article? There we go. No, go back. Copy. Wait, I can pull it on stream. What am I doing? Share. Screen. Dragon Ball creator. Share. Okay. Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama begins transitioning series control to Son at July 24th, 2022. Blah blah blah. New San Diego Comic-Con brought new film. Okay. Fluff. According to Hayashida, who is Hayashida? Producer at Toei Animation. Toriyama was in charge of his father's legacy. Sasuke was in charge of his father's legacy on the film, and shooting was seen through. This is the first fans have heard about the creator's family being involved with Dragon Ball, but it's always a surprise. Blah blah blah. Does have protege, yes. It seems likely Toyotaro, there we go, will continue to work in tandem with Toriyama's estate once they enter retirement. Well, he didn't enter retirement, but it's good to see that they have some plans of doing something once he is no longer working. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. In Goku wishes, he can stick around for decades in which... I'm gonna stop you right there. What do you think, Dragon Ball's update? Blah blah, okay, whatever. What was I saying about stuff? Sorry, distracted by links. So one of the concerns I have, I guess, is what's going to happen with the future of Dragon Ball. And I'm hoping the ownership transfers smoothly to Sasuke Toriyama, his son. Because if, like I said, Toei or Shueisha, whatever the name of the second company was, if they try and pull some kind of a BS with it, man, the cartels will be on them. No, I can take this away. It is not something you want to be messing around with. Toriyama was way too important. Dragon Ball is way too important. Just don't try and BS this. The manga was still going on. So I'm wondering what's going to happen with this month's issue. Yes, a bleed in the brain. But if you look up the specific causes of the, because they said it was not just hematoma, it was like acute something hematoma. Akira Toriyama, cause of death, acute subdural hematoma. So if you copy, paste, this condition, blood collects between skull and surface of the brain, usually caused by a head injury. It is usually caused by a head injury. Oh, Banda, I think you're a little bit behind. I wasn't a huge fan of DB myself, but I recognize it as basically the UR manga, ultra rare manga. Nothing that exists today is outside its influence. We've lost an absolute titan of the art. And I wonder, with him gone, who is... How do I properly phrase this? Who is now the top head honcho of all of manga that's still alive? Kentaro Miura is gone. Forgive me, I can't remember the name, but the author of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gone. Maybe the Hunter x Hunter Yu Yu Hakusho, maybe him? Oda, it should be Oda. What am I saying? Oda, creator of One Piece, he should definitely be the top. The Dragon. Oh, I get you. If his son didn't get it, or doesn't get it, then Dragon Ball will stop, because in Japan, when someone like Toriyama passes away, they don't touch the IP out of respect. And what I'm hoping happens is... Something's going on outside, sorry. What I'm hoping is going to happen is that somebody... Sorry, I'm getting distracted way too easily. I'm also a little bit emotional. This morning I watched my Epic of Dragon Ball series, which is actually the first time I've watched the entire 4-hour thing from start to finish. And I can clearly see the mistakes I made, sure, but overall I am very happy with how I made that. Brandon the Anime Guy, thank you for $5. Happy birthday. It's a birthday. Do you have any idea how much it sucks? I was gonna call this the worst birthday I've ever had before the Akira Toriyama news dropped. So, shit, man. Just life chooses times to just pile it on you. I'm biased towards Oda Sensei being a now kind of manga. Well, Oda kind of deserves it. Even if I don't watch it, I can recognize what Oda is doing. Yes, make sure to like the stream, and I can't see how many people are watching. How many people are watching? Does it say in the bottom? Oh, sorry. Losing focus. For the predecessor of Akira Toriyama, I forgot his name off the top of my head. They, as far as I know, they have worked out what the next saga is supposed to be. Even with the guidance of Toriyama being gone, I'm hoping he will be able to finish at least this saga by himself. I wonder if Toriyama has laid out his plans for the end of Super. If he's talked about that. And if he hasn't, what should they do? Should they let the predecessor close out the story? Or should they just finish this saga and leave it at that? Or maybe rewrite this saga so it becomes the final one. It's kind of fucked on my part that, for whatever reason, the idea of Toriyama dying before he finishes Dragon Ball never crossed my mind. Toyotaru, that's it. That's the name of the predecessor. Everyone is saying finish the story. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not inherently against it, I just don't know if it's the best option. I'm not really in a position to speak about that. So last night, I do what I usually do whenever somebody important passes away. Important to me, I should say. I had up me a couple of alcohol drinks. And for those who are unaware, I don't normally drink alcohol ever. Unless someone dies. The problem is when they bring in people that don't properly respect the position they're being given. And with Dragon Ball right now, even the Chinese government had like a moment of mourning for the passing of Akira Toriyama. It is something the whole world has felt. I have not seen this kind of unity ever with somebody's passing. Because whether you people know or not, Toriyama has touched you in some way. Because that's how big his effect on anime, manga, media has been. He did Dragon Ball AF manga, that's how he got hired. Man, how did I not hear? I don't know how you didn't hear about this. Like 90% of my Twitter is just posts about Akira Toriyama. I'm still too hot. So I'm wondering also what's going to happen with the anime of Dragon Ball Super, what they're going to do with that. Dragon Ball Daima, the one where they turn into kids. I am mortally obliged to watch that when it comes out now. Did he finish it? Was it finished? And then when was that gonna... Let's find out, chat. Dragon Ball Daima release date. Do we have one? 2024, so fall 2024. Aligning with the 40th anniversary of the original manga. He was so close to the 40th anniversary as well. This thing's been around longer than I've been alive. And it's still going so strong. Oh, man. Hey, the mic vanished. That's actually kind of cool. Yep. So it's my first time that I'm actually getting to use this new program. Just fun to watch. It's also Toriyama's Sandland game. And I might finally take up Chrono Trigger as well. Chrono Trigger has been on the list of games I should check out for decades now, but I never actually played it. So I might get around to doing that at some point, sooner rather than later. I'm 35 years old now, and this thing's been around for 39 years. It's been around longer than I've been alive. And it's still going strong. The next time the world is going to get together like this is when Goku's voice actress, who's 87 years old, I mean, she's knocking on the door as well. Dragon Quest XII is going to be a bittersweet release. Yeah. Same with Sparking Zero. That's going to be something. One of the things I said on Discord is today is WWE SmackDown, and I'm hoping they make some kind of a comments about it. Because I know there's many wrestlers who watch and have worn DBZ clothes and like armor sets to the ring and stuff like that. So I'm hoping someone, even for just a little bit, even just a passing mention, can say something about that. Man, it's been hard to think all day. The world stopped just to mourn Toriyama, the legend. His influence runs deep. Yeah. There's really not many people. There's not any people who can make the world stop the way that it has. Akira Toriyama, Kevin Conroy, Rick May. We've lost so many real ones recently. Oh, I see. I may not be a Dragon Ball guy, but I can respect what Toriyama built. RIP Toriyama Sensei, yes. Yeah, I said it in my Epic Dragon Ball video. You don't even have to like Dragon Ball, but respect should be given what it's due. So why did the mic suddenly appear again? I'm not sure. Now it goes away. Now it's back in. Whatever, I'll let it do its thing. Cartel did a ceasefire just to mourn him. Yeah, Mexico is flying everything at half-mast now. Alright, Musashi, you gotta stop. You really gotta stop. Go, 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 go. No. Sorry, I'm not as energetic as could be. I did not sleep last night. Maybe an hour or two, but yeah, if you go back to my Twitter history, I was sharing and liking things until 2 in the morning. Do you think others, such as independent Western entertainment creators and Latino entertainment companies, will follow the footsteps of Akira Toriyama? Following the footsteps of what? In what sense? I'm not sure what you mean with that. Hey, I missed him. For a second there, I actually thought that was just Mr. Medical saying happy birthday, and my heart stopped for a second. Like, wait a minute. But nope, it's just the AI version. Which that's going to be on in an hour and a half. I'll definitely be watching that. It's really hard to fathom the impact that Toriyama has had on the entire planet. I mean, yeah, you did fool me, Sparky. Yeah, this birthday is awful. In other news, yesterday I found out that some of my favorite teas have been discontinued from a supplier side. Which ones was it? The Elden tea, which is my second favorite tea, based off of one of my favorite video games that I've been obsessing over the past week. And the one I just got, Wukong's Journey. Now, I can get more of Wukong's Journey from a different supplier, but that one is lower quality. It's also lower price, so I can lower the price at least, but it's not as good quality, which sucks. And a cultural impact and creative endeavors, since I don't know. I know that I've been thinking a lot about my life from this stuff. I posted this to Twitter earlier today, because it's been weighing my mind is, when the hell did I let things become so complicated? Right now, my existence is complicated as hell. For a variety of reasons. Which is not unique. There's really not many people who can say, oh yeah, my life's pretty simple right now. But I just don't know what type of mistakes did I make to let it get to be at this point, you know? Things used to be as simple as Goku back in the day when I was doing martial arts. I would train in martial arts, I would beat people, I should get paid for it, and that was gonna be my life. And then a lot of things happened. The arm broke, getting death, began to be a personal trainer, to open up the business, all the cultural stuff that's been going on. Me deciding I'm going to be fighting in that, surrounded by people who just want to. I'm not gonna finish the train of thoughts because I'm gonna be an asshole to too many people who don't deserve it right now. It's depressing. Worst birthday ever. Oh my god. I'm losing some of my favorite teas. Lost Akira Toriyama. I remember it was yesterday when I heard the news. Somebody said it in a live stream. I was playing Elden Ring, and through the playing and whatnot, I just stopped. And I just couldn't. I couldn't get myself to move. Because my brain was trying to simultaneously find out what happened and keep me from finding out what happened. I mean, I just think, is it a different Akira Toriyama? So I'm just not remembering? Should I go and look? Do I want to look? And then they said, yeah, the creator of Dragon Ball. And just the immediate sinking down to the stomach, where things just felt heavy and light at the same time. What teas do you have that are references to Dragon Ball? I have a few. I have the Dragon Balls, believe it or not. Dragon Ball Z, Super Black Rose, what used to be called Super Saiyan Rose. I no longer have Sensu Tea, now it's called Restoration Potion, but it used to be Sensu Tea. Let me pull some of these up. Switch. Should have one more. Why is holiday? Ah, there we go. That is not correct. I have one more. Just can't remember which one it was. So let me look. Christmas. Not. No, I'm not gonna join my own newsletter. I already said Dragon Ball. Shiro, John Strip. Like 5 Berserk Despair, which is named after Berserk. I'll find a chat. Give me a minute. I'm ready at the P's. 5 out of 7. Restoration Potion already said. Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb was the other one. There we go. That one wasn't even subtle. So we got, again, Super Black Rose, which used to be Super Saiyan Rose. Because a black tea with rose. I mean, come on. Goku Black. Super Rose. Dragon Balls. Dragon Well Z. No, it's no longer Sensu Bean, but it's a Restoration Potion now. And Spirit Bomb. Those are the 5 Dragon Ball specific teas that I have. You know, one of the sad things, I wanted to do a sale today, all Dragon Ball teas, 10% off or whatever. But because of the nature of the internet and how many people are unironic grifters and would use the death of a man like that to their financial advantage without caring about him, I didn't want to be put in the same category as those people, so I decided to just hold off on it. I think I'm going to start being a little bit more straightforward with my condemnation of grifters online. Because that's a really depressing thing. Because of these people's existence, I had to hold off to not be potentially bitched out on the internet because of these people. That's gotten too far, but that's not a conversation for right now. Sorry, chat. I'm trying to just keep my mind straight. Well, speaking of Dragon Balls, I forgot to drink my tea. It's between yesterday, watching the Epic of Dragon Ball today, there were many moments where I really lost it. Give me 1 second, I got another... Sorry, messages, forgot to check them out. Copy link, go here. Usually I'm better at checking messages if something potentially comes up, but right now I am not. The only things I've been thinking of is... I've mentioned this many times, I have several stories that I've been working on myself. Should I ask what or who a grifter is? A grifter is somebody who goes online and speaks his opinions, quote-unquote, based not around what he actually thinks or believes, but based around what will make him the most amount of money or get him the most amount of clicks. And so they claim they cared about a topic, but what they really cared about is the money the topic can bring them. And so that is what... I'm supposed to be live on Twitter as well, but I'm not getting a chat for that. Hold on a second. 1 second, chat. I need to do some troubleshooting. Okay. Right, I'm gonna test. That was a test. And I'm not getting it. Yep, and we have one guest joining us. Give me 1 moment. Show on stream. Hello, Mr. Anime Guy. How are you doing today?
T-Man, I'm doing all right. Happy birthday to you. I know it's under...
No audio. No audio.
One, two.
I hear something. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. That might not be you. Say something again.
How's that?
Okay, it's just my headphone.
Hello, T-Man. How are you?
Bad?
Yeah,
Really
I
bad?
know I know it's been a little rough. I do want to wish you a happy birthday. I know it's under some difficult circumstances, both with what you've got going on with businesses and with what's going on in the world at large. But even at that, you have to find the positive in the world. To have to find the reason to keep going, and I do believe that if Akira was still around, he would say, "Celebrate, don't mourn, celebrate the life." So we'll celebrate while we are here, and we'll celebrate you because you made another revolution around the sun, and yeah, we'll just keep going.
I suppose. Just saw particularly funny meme. One of the more ironic things about my birthday just happens to fall on International Women's Day. Someone posted a picture of when Piccolo was defending Gohan from the blast. Toriyama dying during Women's Day to save us from propaganda. Then all the men in the world.
Oh, that's good. There was another one that's been making the rounds that I have appropriated. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll share it because it's funny. And it's also true. Let's see if I can find it without
Real
too
quick,
big of a
Carlos, not too long, because probably at most another half hour if I was to guess. Probably shorter than that. I don't want to berate this longer than it needs to be.
Yeah. Let's see. Here it is. I'll share it. Yes, don't show me the warning again. Just share it. I hate it when it starts questioning everything that you try and do. Here we go. Whenever you're ready.
There we go. Show and stream.
Repeat after me. Okay. March 8th. March 8th is National Women's Day. Toriyama Day.
As it should be. They really should just make a holiday off that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a day that well, I'll remember it. I'm going to put it in my calendar and make it something that that comes back around, so that'll make it easier to remember. So yeah, there's that, and I did want to stop by and say hi and all that, and I do have a little bit more work I have to do before I can call it a day, but it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Absolutely, and tell the cats to behave themselves. Although cats, they tend to do whatever they want whenever they want. So
They're behaving themselves now. Luckily, I think me yelling at them finally worked. Too nice to these things.
Good to hear. So, alrighty, good sir. You take care of yourself. Have a good birthday. Get some rest, because as I said, if you busted out the good stuff last night after hearing about it, yeah. The older we get, the harder it is to recover from stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Well, all right. You take care of yourself, and we'll catch you later.
Very well.
See ya.
Okay. So that is that. As I was saying before this, I was thinking about the stories which I've been working on myself and how all of them have stagnated because I've just not had the time or the energy to really work on them. And this next month is going to be hell because I have to do extra work. One, to just pay the regular bills because, man, finances just keep going down every month. And on top of that, I also have to pay taxes next month, which is going to be a lot again. I'm going to assume at least $1,000. Last year was $1,200 or $1,400. I can't remember, but it was a lot. More than I can afford. So I need to get ready for that. I got a bunch of miscellaneous things to take care of as well. It's just not going to be a good month. This month has already been just awful. I hate it. But it is what it is. I guess. It really feels like the world has shifted in some way, doesn't it? That it's one of those moments where it just feels like things are just not going to be the same. I don't even know in what way yet, but it's just not. This month's been awful. It's the 8th. Uh-oh, yeah. Now for the rest of the month, I'm going to have to be doing double shifts, I guess you can say. Double time. Doing what I can to make as much money as I can so I can just give it away and not see any of it. If you guys want to help, feel free to buy yourself some tea, send some super chats, whatever else. YouTube is going to have to slow down as well. And when I come back, I don't know. Even though the videos I want to do usually just don't do well, I don't know if I have it in me anymore to do the grift stuff. On one hand, I should, but on the other hand, I just can't anymore. So I kind of want to go back to making the content I used to make. Because watching the editing jobs that I was able to do, especially towards the end of the Dragon Ball series, it was much better than I remember it. Because when I'm looking at it fresh from an editor's eyes, I see every single little mistake that I make. It drives me insane, but being able to kind of turn my brain off and just let it ride, I'm really happy with how the video came out as. Do you think the Chinese and Japanese will deify Toriyama? Toriyama no Okami, the kami of stories. Has a nice ring to it. Yeah, actually I do. That would be a good thing for them. I don't know, because in this day and age, I don't know how likely that is, but if it was in the past, definitely. I mean, we deified Guan Yu, the god of war. And there's been other people who have been deified, and Toriyama Sensei definitely fits the bill. Just making sure I have not missed anything else, because people contact me all over. Seeing a fun little video of the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 community pays tribute and respects to Akira Toriyama. Everybody is standing in one place with their hands up doing the spear bomb symbol. Some of them are doing Kamehamehas. People are talking in chat. All of them are wearing Goku gear, Goku costumes. It's just... it's just sad. So, yeah, that's the stream, guys. I'm 35 years old. Very little in life has gone the way I hoped. And then one of the few people who have given me hope over the years is now dead. Yeah, it just feels like everything just only gets worse. Like in the past almost 9 years now, there was like a if I combine every single moment that it felt like things might have been getting better, it would be about 8 months worth in the past 9 years of, hey, maybe things won't be as bad now. But no, that's not the case. It just keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse. And I really don't know how much more I can tolerate it. So at this point, like my ambition goes about as far as just give me a month where I'm not feeling the stress of everything hooked around my throat and squeezing. I want to enjoy that feeling again. It's been a bit long since I've enjoyed that feeling. In fact, it's been about 12 months since the last time I enjoyed that feeling about having that around my throat. If you guys saw my last 2 videos now, first video being on Avatar, the live series, and the latest one being on the Sweet Baby Ink stuff, both those ended, let's say, very black-pilled. And it's just not getting better. It's really not. I'm finally seeing some people realizing the fucking fact that I just wanted to play video games. It's no longer an acceptable stance, but they're about 24, like 9 years too late with that, I would say. Like, you guys are about a decade behind and realizing you can't just say that anymore. I want to say better late than never, but I don't see anyone actually doing anything about it this time around. I'm trying to find a ray of hope, guys. I'm trying because I'm not sure how to probably put this. I really want to find it. I'm getting kind of desperate to find it. That ray of hope somewhere. And I'm just not in a position to be that ray of hope, I guess. I don't know what the right term for that is. I don't know what to do in this situation. Me being only 16 and also sheltered by my parents my whole life does not help me. Only thing I can do is ask God to bless you. I'm sorry, maybe read the Bible. Christianity is not my religion or belief system, so it wouldn't do much. Yeah, 35 years old. I would have hoped at some point maybe I could have... Hold on a second, what is this? 28 views, but not viewers. I don't know how many viewers I have going on right now. Suppose it doesn't matter. Yeah, here. Close that. Yeah, just things suck, bros. I don't know what else to say. Trying to find that light in the darkness. I've been looking, and I've been looking, and I've been looking. And I think I gotta shift my own focus from trying to find a light to just being used to looking around in the dark. Potato Gameplays, thank you for the birthday wishes. I would not call it a happy birthday with the news that's happened, but it is a birthday. Back then, on my 35 years, this is by far the worst birthday I've had. So hooray for me, I guess. At the very least, I guess my one shining ray of light comes into pass, I can at least say I tried. Tried and failed. I don't really have much else to add about that. Sorry, bros. If I can ever find that ray of hope, I'm gonna hold on to it tight. That's all I can say. 'Cause I really want to find that at this point. And so with that, if everyone wants to throw any super chats before I close the stream, now's the time to do it. Won't make any sales. I appreciate any and all sales, support, all that stuff. God knows I need it. But with all that being said, yeah, it's time to go ahead and close out the stream, I think. Double check messages, make sure no one's asking to be on, doesn't look like it. And yeah, it is what it is. But yes. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Nobody's here. I'm not a Christian, but I don't scorn Christians who say God bless you and whatnot. So I do appreciate it. But if any of you guys ever pick up this mug from podcasts, conventions and whatnot, do not use the dishwasher. It strips the paint off, as you can see. Alright. Yeah, that about wraps it up. Thank you all who have joined us. And I hope someday I can find that beacon of hope. Let it spread to me. Maybe I can be the beacon of hope to other people again, like I did with the good and login video. But if I tried to make a good and login video today, I would not be able to. I just wouldn't. I would be lying too much to myself and everybody else. I would not be able to. Alright, so yeah, let's not loop and go in circles with this. Thank you all who have come, and check out the Discord if you haven't. And farewell, everybody.